glad you're with us. We're ready for the Crosstown Classic on MLB The Show. It's the Chicago Cubs going up against the Chicago White Sox. All right, we'll be back to get this one started after this. And stepping in is the speedy Dairon Blanco. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
First pitch.
That's a ball. Tried to attack with the sweeper. Blanco matched a homer in his last game. The pitch timer expired before he started his windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working. First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Next offering popped in the air, right field. Baddoo makes the grab, one down. Time now for the Chicago Cubs lineup. 1 point of concern hitting in that two-hole, Christian Robinson.
Well, over his last 10 games, just 4 hits, Boog. That's a lot of nights with an 0-for driving back to the house. I mean, that's a tough one to kind of sleep on and, figure that things are going to turn around. But with that said, he's a big leaguer. That's what you have to do. You have to make mental adjustments as well as physical. So, trust he's going to stay focused. He's going to start putting together some quality at bats, and things will get back on track.
Next offering, pop foul off to the right out of play. The 0-2. Swing and a pop-up. Baldwin makes the grab. 2 down.
Batting third, right fielder, Seiya Suzuki.
2 down, base is empty. And next for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Cortez, 33 years old, a former first-round pick back in 2017. Inside, and the count 1-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
A little early on that fastball. I'm sure the pitcher taking a note. Look for an off-speed pitch on this next one.
2 out, space is empty. Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swing and a ball popped in the air. Baddoo on his way over. Got it. Really had to move for that grab. And that is that. Half inning complete. We've got no score. Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. Comebacker to the mound. In plenty of time to first. 1 up, 1 down. Time to check out the lineup for the White Sox. A guy who's been huge for them over the last month plus, Kyle Teel.
Well, right in the middle of this lineup, and that's exactly where he belongs. I mean, he's there for a reason, Boog. This guy, they know they can rely on him, and he's a force, a presence there that, puts a little trepidation in that opposing pitcher. We'll see what kind of impact he has in this one.
Batting third, left fielder, Steven.
Here's the veteran outfielder, Steven Kwan. Good defender. He's been inconsistent offensively. And the first pitch is drilled in the air out to center. Robinson snags it, and there's 2 down.
Batting fourth.
Here's the second baseman, Miguel Vargas.
Miguel Vargas.
And that misses. Ball 1.
He might want to steal second in this spot, but he's dealing with a catcher that has one of the best pop times in the game. He needs to pick his spot very wisely.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. An inning in the books tonight, and we're scoreless here on the show. Top of the second, so now it's the Cubs hitter in the 4-hole, Jonah Bride. And there's a foul ball. And here it comes. In the air, out towards left center. One away.
Batting fifth, third baseman, Eugenio
Suarez up to hit now. First pitch swinging.
0-1's the count.
Late on that fastball.
They just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
Couldn't catch up to the heater. Swanson digs in. In the air on the infield. Vaughn settles under it. Makes the catch, inning over. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. And we're back. We head to the bottom of the second. And now, Andrew Vaughn. There's a strike.
He's been known to jump all over the first pitch, so that seems like a missed opportunity right there.
Strike two.
0-2.
And a swing and a miss. One away.
Well, take a look at the three-pitch sequence here. Pretty simple in terms of putting them away at the plate. Once you're ahead 0-2 as a pitcher, you can really expand the zone and see how aggressive that hitter is going to be trying to protect and battle. And right there, clearly he was in swing mode, but all you can do is hope to foul that off.
Suarez throw to first in time. And that quickly, two away.
Third baseman, Josh Rojas.
Here's Josh Rojas. And when you talk about elite defensive third baseman, this guy's at the top of the list. Swing and a miss. Missed that by a mile.
0-1's the count.
It's 0-1. Ground ball up the middle. And it finds its way through for a hit. And that extends the inning.
Batting eighth, designated hitter.
Here's the White Sox DH, Brian Ramos.
This guy plays third base like he's a shortstop, and he welcomes the difficult play, can throw from so many different angles, and makes really tough plays look very easy.
That one not close. 1-1. So what are the skills you look for that make a really good defensive third baseman that elite?
Ball, that's
so, Boog, one of the things I think about immediately are just the feet. Does he have good feet? Is he able to quickly react? And when you have good feet, you've got soft hands. And soft hand defenders are able to make tough plays look easy.
Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Bottom half of inning number 2. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Got him looking for the K. Called strike 3 and a fast. Welcome back. Last series, the pitching was not good as we take a check of the numbers. Cortez back to work. And that one is lifted in the air. Badu on the move to the alley. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One down. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Collected 3 hits in the loss yesterday. Fought off foul.
That's a ball. 1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
Clearly trying to stay back a little bit longer for that changeup as he fouls that fastball back.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. Now 2 out.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
95.
James Triantos in the box now. No balls and a strike. And strike 2.
This guy's pounding the zone. Hitters don't have time to think in between pitches.
Right through there, got it. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Cubs are down quietly. Still no score. Back here at the ballpark, let's check out the latest news from around the league.
Center fielder, number 92.
Fouled off. He was late. That finds the mark on the inside corner. Inside, almost got him. Up the middle and a base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Now batting, right fielder, Akil.
Back to the top of the lineup, Akil Baddoo steps to the plate for the White Sox. Checks over to first, back safely. And that one fouled off. Montgomery aboard here at first with nobody out. Next offering is in for a strike.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just overmatched on that fastball right there, and it wasn't like he was set up for it by something off speed earlier in the at-bat. Just came right after him with 3 straight, and he had no answer for it.
At the plate, Brooks Baldwin. That's a ball. Just missed. The 1-0. Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. Throw to second, and he's out.
Not a fast runner on the base path, so this kind of looks like it was a hit and run called from the dugout. Got to make contact some way or somehow, because that guy's not going to be able to steal second base and be safe.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And they'll do it again. Still tied at 0, last of the 3rd. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And a swing and a miss, and that's that. Chi Sox held in check here. Welcome back as we take a check of the current standings. Now a screamer into the outfield. Baddoo makes the grab, 1 away. Christian Robinson now.
Up next for
0
the
for
Cubs,
1 with a flyout.
center fielder Christian Robinson.
And that is out of play. Robinson, in his 3rd season, 27 years old, and he's usually in right field, but today he's patrolling center. Steps on first for the out.
Fastball groove right down the middle. Usually a lot of damage done with that pitch. A hard grounder, but he
Up
wanted to
next
get
for
that
the
ball
Cubs,
in the air, maybe
right
drive it
fielder
into the gap.
Seiya Suzuki.
And now the right fielder, Seiya Suzuki. Out to short. Sends it to first, and the Cubs go 1-2-3. The Windy City Showdown continues now. Now the left fielder, Stephen Kwan. Pitch misses inside, and it's 1-0. And another
Inside,
ball.
ball 2.
Splits the plate, strike 1. And that's outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
It's a leadoff walk, and that's the go-ahead run.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first
Now
base with a
batting,
quick free
second
pass.
baseman,
Miguel Vargas steps to the plate for the White Sox. He's 0 for 1. And a swing and a miss.
Well, right now this battery is
0-1's the
seeing
count.
the aggressiveness of the hitters early in the count and
No, he's in
often.
there.
So got to be real careful that you don't give too good of a pitch, especially early in the count.
0-1. Can't make contact with the sweeper.
Quickly in an
No
0-2
balls, 2
count, you
strikes.
got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
And now
that's
1
out.
and 2.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, that slider wasn't even close to the strike zone, and he got him to chase. That's just a
Now
bad
batting
approach right
first
there. Either he
baseman,
was looking for
Andrew
something else and got completely
Vaughn.
fooled, or he was sitting all over the slider and just couldn't resist the temptation. But, man,
Nope.
really expanded
Outside.
right there and didn't have a chance of making contact with that pitch.
And a foul ball. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. The throw in, and he's safe. So it's first and third with 1 down.
Love how he let that ball travel,
Now batting.
trusted his hands. Nice job of going the other way.
Runners at the corners here, 1 away. And now the catcher comes up to him, Kyle Teal. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
He's
0-1.
looking for a ground ball to get a double play and out of this jam.
Ball 1.
There, he can move the ball around, add and subtract, get some weak contact at times. So you don't worry as much about him in this situation. Very capable of getting a ground ball. And
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone! Home run number 5 on the season. It's 3-0. Listen to these fans.
this place is absolutely buzzing right now. You can feel the energy all the way up here in our broadcast booth. His bat looks like it's in the zone for such a long time, and that gives him the ability to get barrel on it and hit the ball out to any part of the park.
And now here is Josh Rojas. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Ryan Ramos. Swing and a miss, and that one missed by a ton.
The count.
Swings through that.
One of the better pitches he's thrown in this game, but he just hasn't been able to do it enough, unfortunately. You know, he could be getting a feel for that slider, though, so maybe that's something he can build off of.
And that's outside.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job of the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
And down on strikes he goes. Picks up strikeout number 7. But the biggest swing of the inning comes right here, a 3-run homer. It's now 3-0. You're watching Major League Baseball exclusively on the show. The Windy City.
Out. You're out. Out. 3. Out. You're out. 3. 4-4. Take your ready. 3.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Cortez back to work. Strike on the inside corner. Cortez into his 8th inning of work. Singy, he's been good.
Yeah, he's the type of guy that gets better as he gets deeper into the ball game. If you're going to get to him, you get to him early. They didn't do that today. We'll see what happens as this finishes.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ripped to short. Throws across the diamond. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson stands in. 0 for 2 in this one. Pitch count in great shape. It seems he might have a chance to finish it. And first offering is fouled off. He swings and fouls one off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so relieved that they have this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
One out, base is empty. Oh, and they're going to tag the pitcher with a pitch clock violation. That's an automatic ball.
The pitcher must begin his motion before the pitch timer runs out. We're looking for a little more urgency out there.
Swing and a chopper out to short. In time to Vaughn. And Swanson is set down.
Up next for the Cubs, catcher.
2 down, base is empty. Now here is Alejandro Kirk. Right through there for a strike.
Now this manager knows that his players are just trying to do too much. Everybody needs to just take a deep breath, relax, and let it naturally happen.
On the ground. In time to Vaughn. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. They still find themselves down 6-0.
Pitching for the
Back
Cubs.
now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Josh Sborz.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but He's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score. You know, these White Sox, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. We've heard lots of loud noise coming from their bats in this one, haven't we? I mean, they've logged 6 hits at 90-plus exit velocity, and that doesn't happen by accident.
Just missed. Here's a 2-1. In the air, left side. Blanco moving under this one. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
Now at the plate, Miguel Vargas. He's already homered here in this one. A swing and a miss, and that's strike one. Spores, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
Base is empty, one away. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
He came out of his mechanics there. Typically likes to shoot the ball the other way, but that time, a little anxious.
Vaughn now at the plate as he swings through strike one.
0-1.
That to right. Suzuki has a beat on it, and that will end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the 9th as he'll go for the shutout when we get back. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike one.
0-1's the count.
To the right side, Vargas handles, throws to first, and they get the leadoff man in the 9th. James Triantos, the next Cub to hit. That clips the corner.
No, he's really working that inside corner with the cutter. I tell you what, I hated that pitch. So tough to get the barrel to and to keep it fair. Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
One down, base is empty. That one ripped right center field. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Makes the turn and heads for second. He's in there.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
Man at second with 1 away. Dairon Blanco, the next Cub to hit. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Triantos leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Grounds 1 to short. Now the throw to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play.
Now batting, center fielder Christian Robinson.
1 out left for the Cubs. Now the number 2 hitter, Christian Robinson. There's a swing and a drive. Pops over the wall, and that's an automatic double. And a run comes. Now the White Sox manager is out of the dugout and will make a move to the pen. Nestor Cortez Jr. departs. Great effort out of him as he exits in line for the win. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back. New pitcher for the White Sox, Marco Raya. He's pitching on 2 days rest. Now it's going to be Seiya Suzuki in the dirt. Robinson up to third on the wild pitch. And the 1-0. Swing and a foul pushed off to the right, and that will get out of play. This one in the dirt, and well done to keep it close. 1 strike away. Got it, and that's the ball game.
Well, they win the opener at home. First game of the 3-game series, and there's just such a good feeling when you're in your own ballpark. You're sleeping in your own bed. You're eating your clubhouse manager's food. Everything's right in your world, and they played like it today.
6-1 is your final here today. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. We'll see you soon.
Got patterns, no way to escape this. Eyes wide shut, someone giving with race again. Shake this, take this.